Today I'm going to rewire my Harbor Freight trailer, my folding trailer. The wiring has become a problem. It has splices all over the place in the bend of the trailer. It has pinched the wires. I went to hook it up to use it and none of the lights worked, and I was not sure what the problem was, whether that was grounding, I had bulbs out, whatever, I don't care. I decided to just buy a whole new set of LED lights for it, and I am going to install those with a new wiring kit and using heat shrink butt connectors, and hopefully that will solve my problem once and for all, and this thing will work for many more years, and I won't be having to replace bulbs because now they'll be LEDs. So I'm going to get to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run the wiring down this side, hook into here, and I'm just going to have one place where it crosses the fold. All the wires are going to go through the same bundle on one side so that I have less chance of pinch points. And time to get to it. As a starting point, we want to make sure our trailer wiring is extended beyond the tow hitch, and so that allows you to hook into the car, up further away from, your tow hitch is going to extend out the back of the car a little bit. In this case, it's got a length of about 24 inches, which is pretty standard. That's what I'm going to do again. Here's my wiring harness laid out, kind of in the way it's going to run on the trailer. Back to here, a loop that goes over the fold, back up to the license plate, and then over across to the other. Now what I'm going to have to do is add one wire that goes for the marker on the other side. The bolt spacing turned out to be the same from the old one to the new one. One more quick mod I'm going to do here is I'm going to drill a hole right about here through the wall of the trailer and put the wires through it. That way they don't have to run up and over the outside of the trailer and back into the channel. I'll just put a hole through there and run it through, and then cover it with electrical tape to protect the wires a little bit. Next task is I'm going to splice the ground wire and run it to the ground wire on each side, because now I'm required to have a ground wire. I can't just, well, I could ground it to the frame, but I want a wire to every ground that goes back to the connector at the car. I will also ground it to the frame of the trailer, but what I'm going to do is put a splice here, run one side over to there, and run the other side over to there. So I'm going to actually have 3 wires, maybe 4 coming out of it, and the other one will go on with the rest of the wiring harness down to the other lights, the rear lights. Here's the end product. Got the wiring harness coming down. This is from the underside of the trailer. I've got a little couple of splits right here that go over to this side. Got it spliced in here. Got all the wires running down the trailer down to a loom that goes under. And then up the other side. To the brake lights here, and then just the 3 wires. This is a ground here. They should all be weatherproof now. They're heat shrinked, crimped and heat shrinked. Now we got to test it. All right, here we go with the moment of truth or consequences. I've got my ground hooked up to the white wire, and then I have a power here, and I'm going to show you the lights. Okay, marker lights. Yes, and both the yellow lights are on too, and I can see that the light lighting up the license plate is also on. See how it lit up the cloth on the license that's covering the license plate. Now we go to brake once, or turn/brake on one side, turn/brake on the other. If we do both, brake. Now we're going to do marker, turn signal, or brake. So it's all working. Looking good. All right. My last task is to unfold the trailer and verify that this doesn't hang down too far. I think it's okay if it hangs down to the axle, but I'm going to check it out. Good maintenance on these trailers requires every once in a while taking this cap off and greasing the wheel bearings, because if they don't spin easy like that, your wheel bearings probably need grease. I added larger caster wheels for the vertical position so that this thing can roll across uneven terrain slightly better. The other ones were scary. These aren't exactly confidence inspiring, but they are certainly better. Last finishing touch, I've added some wiring loom just to protect the wires that tend to get moved around and rubbed up against things. I'm going to wrap this here while I put it away, and that is a done deal. I hope this video helps you out with your trailer wiring project.